Hi everyone, so in this short video is going to work through our shoulders, so we're just focusing on the shoulder muscles here. Just going to start off with a wee warm up, so we're going to go into shoulder rolls, so just nice and controlled. We're going to roll those shoulders in a circular motion. If that's too much, we can just go into shoulder shrugs. We're just gently trying to get the blood flow into the shoulder area and warm the body up. So little rises, little circular motions as best we can. Any direction we want, just nice and controlled. Trying to open out the shoulder area, trying to open up as we rise and come down in that circular motion. Go for our 3, 2, and 1. We're just going to go a little bit into your arm raise now just to get the blood flowing through there. So hands are just coming by the side. What we're doing here is just lifting the arms up to the side as high as we can comfortably and control on that drop. Just a side rise or an arm lift up, high over the head as best we can, coming back down. So what we're doing here is again just further warm up the shoulder muscles, getting the blood flowing to that upper part of the body where we want to target in this video. Sitting nice and tall as you rise over the head, coming back down nice and controlled. Do 3 more here as we lift, and gently coming back down. Rising again on that lift, coming back down covered, and back up again. And coming back down, hands back on the thighs, just let them relax and recover for a second or 2. We'll start off with our shoulder press. So we're targeting the entire shoulder muscles here and a little bit at the back of the arms and triceps. So when we're at our arms, we're going to come up 90 degrees, hands either side of the ears, elbows are bent, and from here we're going to push the arms straight up and come back down. We're going for 8 reps here, so you push the arms up over the head, straight back down, bend those elbows in. Focusing through the shoulders, the triceps on that rise, lifting to that press, coming back down. That's 4, we're halfway. Lifting through that press, coming back down. Rising through that press, coming back down. Do 2 more here, lifting through that press, back down, and lifting through that press, back down. Hands back on the thighs and recover those shoulder muscles. So let them relax for a second or 2. We're just going to move and try and isolate the middle part of the shoulder for the next one. Okay, just going to go on the other side raises. So the hands are going to be either side here. So you can keep them as long as you want to make this one harder. So if your arms stay nice and straight, it's going to be harder, or you can bend the hands up at 90 degrees. What we're looking to do is just lift the hands to the sides, the shoulder height, and come back in. So the straighter they are, the harder it's going to be, the more weight is going to be on those shoulders. So if we're ready now, nice and tall, we lift the hands up by the side, the shoulder height, and back down. So we're lifting to the side, trying to make a T shape with the body, and back down. Again, we're going to go for 8 as we lift, coming back down to recover. Lifting again at the side, coming back down to recover. Rising as best we can for 5, coming back down. We'll do 3 more here. Lifting to the side, back down. Lifting to that side, back down. One last time, lifting to the side, back down, and again, just allow the shoulders to recover, let the muscles recover. The next shoulder one is just going to isolate the front of the shoulder and their frontal lift. So the hands are going to be on the thighs here, and the same idea, you can stretch them out as straight as we can to make that harder, or keep the elbows bent in to make it a little bit easier on ourselves. But what we're doing is just lifting the hands up to the front, in line with the chest, and back down. So the hands start on the thigh here, if we're ready. And again, we'll try for that 8 reps as we lift them straight up in front of ourselves to shoulder height again, or chest height, and back down onto our thighs. So again, we keep the hands in front of the body here, lifting that shoulder height, back down onto the thighs to reset, lift the shoulder height, back down to reset, lifting that shoulder height, back down to reset, lifting up that shoulder for 5, coming back down to reset, lifting on that rise again, back down, good, 2 more here if we can, lifting on that return, and last one on that return to recover. Well done. So again, just let the shoulder muscles recover. The next one is going to be sort of an isometric hold. So you're trying to hold a tension point on the muscles, and we're going to bring the arm up in line with the shoulders again to the top and bring it out across. So just demonstrate with this one here. The hands again will start on your thighs. You're going to lift your arms up that shoulder height again, but then you're going to bring your hands out that T shape and bring the hands back in to the fingers and then back down. So we're into the frontal raise, out to the side and back in and back down. So you're just holding that isometric hold for a little tension point at the top. So again, we'll try for 8 for these here. If we're ready, hands start on the thighs, lifting into that frontal raise against the arms and risen to that shoulder or chest height. Bringing the hands out to the side into that T shape, bringing the hands back together, and then they return back down to the thighs for 1. Lifting them up that shoulder height, coming out to the side, back in, hands together, back down to the thighs for 2. Lifting again to that rise, coming out to the side as best we can, back in, coming back down for 3. As you rise through, try and just isolate the front of the shoulders, moving out to the sides, coming back in together, back down, that's the halfway point, lifting again, out to the side, back in together, and back down. 3 more here if I can, lifting, coming out, back together, back down. Good. 2 to go. Nice and again when you're ready. Coming out to the side, coming back together, and back in. Rising up 1 more time, out to the side, back in, and return. And again, just allow the shoulder muscles recover for a couple of seconds, calling that phase. From here again, we're just going to move ourselves into a little bit of shoulder circles. So the next one, so our arms are going to come out to the side into that T shape and we do little circles around. If you can't do circles, we do little pulses up and down. So again, just demonstrate, our hands are going to come out to the side. Again, the lengthen will determine the toughness. So if the arm straight is too much for this one, you can bend the elbows in. It'll make it a little bit easier, less tension on the shoulders. But when we're out there, we do little circle motions with the hands just to work through that shoulder. If that's too difficult, we just go up and down. Imagine you have 2 balls either side, you're just bouncing them up and down, and that'll pulse through the shoulder where we want to target it away. So starting off in that position, we're just going to bring the hands out to the sides if we're ready, and we start our little circles, little controlled circles. Again, if that feels too much, up and down pulses, or again, if they feel ever too much, just hold that position there like a T shape. Hands by the side, arms lengthen. Again, arms straight, it can be hard. Bend the arms in towards the elbows in towards the body, make this easier, or keep them out nice and long to make it harder. With little circle motions, just little circle motions. Okay, that's 3, 2, 1, and again let the arms recover by the side and in, well done. We're almost there with the shoulders, okay, just let them recover. We're going to go back into our shoulder press one last time. We're going to bring the arms up at 90 degrees, pressing over the head and bring it back down. Again, we're going to try for those 8 reps just to finish up the shoulder sequence. So if we're ready, the arms will come up either side, and again, bend the elbows at 90 degrees to start. When we're ready then, we're going to push the arm over the head and bend the elbows back in for 1. Pushing up through again, coming back down for 2. Again, just nice and steady as best we can, rise over and come back down, that's 3. Pressing over the head, come back down, that's 4. Go again, come back down, that's 5. 3 to go here. Press over the head, come back down for 6, nice over the head, come back down for 7, last one here, press over the head, back down for 8, and again the hands down, recover, let the shoulders muscles rest for a second or 2, well done. So last bit now, we'll just do stretch out those shoulders just to finish off. So we're just going to start off with our typical shoulder stretch. We're going to bring the right arm up here, so the arm can lengthen or bend. What we're doing then with the left arm up, sorry, to start ourselves off, right hand then is going to come in and you try and bring that arm in towards your midsection of your body. So just gently pull the arm in towards the chest a bit, and you feel stretch in the right side of the shoulder, and that's what we're looking for. So as the arm is lengthened across, hand just gently pulls it in to get that stretch, pausing at that stretch for a couple of seconds. Holding that stretch for 3, 2, 1, gently release. And that recover. We're going to switch over to the other side. So again, just bringing that right arm in and across as long as we can, and just taking the left hand, just pulling it towards the chest, holding that stretch. So again, just comes in, across, feeling that across that shoulder area of that right side. Pausing for 3, 2, and 1. Gently release and recover. Last one now, we're just doing our shoulder circles again. So just little controlled circles again, any direction we want. We're just trying to stretch out that shoulder, upper back area, small controlled movements, up and down, and that shoulder shrugs if the circle's too much. But just try and go as big as you can to get into the stretch with the circles. That's 3, 2, and 1, and just let them shoulder muscles relax and recover, and that is our video complete.